Been studying the Arizona Cardinals defense today, and they're playing at a high level. But something I noticed on third and long sub-package situations is they're rolling out a 0-6-5 personnel package. That means 0 down linemen, 6 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. And unless I'm missing something looking around the league and studying some other teams, they might be one of the few, if not the only team that's rolled that out this year. But they've had some success with it. I want to look at 4 examples of it in action. This is a third and long situation against the New York Jets. This is a 3rd and 10. You see Flacco in the shotgun here. Nobody down in a 3-point stance. Now, that's not what they do on all of these examples, but it's what they do here. Your linebackers are as follows. You've got Hassan Reddick here, Kylie Fitz here, Devondre Campbell here, Dennis Gardeck here, and off the ball you've got Jordan Hicks. Now, that's 5 of the 6. Where's the 6th? Rookie Isaiah Simmons. He's out here on an island, man coverage, manned up against the tight end. They're going to run cover 1 here. Budda Baker's going to be your robber down in this area of the field. And they're going to bring 5 guys here. So you get pressure here, here, little switch up front, and then pressure here as well. And they'll actually get to Flacco for a sack. Now, he hits his drop depth. Coverage is pretty good across the board. Nowhere really to go with the football. And you can already see the right side starting to collapse. Gardeck uses a little speed to power move off the edge, and he's going to get home for a sack. Now we'll look at it again from the end zone angle here. Put yourself in quarterback shoes or the offensive line. Everybody in a 2-point stance using that radar technique up front. You don't know who's coming or going. You get the little twist inside. You get the speed to power move here. Drives the right tackle back, and he gets home for the sack. Another 3rd and long situation from the Jets game. This one is a 3rd and 20 late in the first half. Let's work through the personnel again. 0-6-5. You've got your 3 down linemen on this play. But remember, all of them are linebackers. So you've got Hassan Reddick up here. You've got Kylie Fitz again. He's your nose. You've got Gardeck here. You've got Campbell. You've got Hicks. That's 5 of your 6 linebackers. The 6th, Isaiah Simmons. And now he's in the middle of the field, and he's going to be your middle field runner. They're going to run something like a cover 2 here, Tampa 2. He's going to be your middle field runner. And so you keep everything in front of you. You force this throw underneath. You rally to the football. And what's interesting about the way they use Simmons on this play, a lot of people wondered how are NFL teams going to use him? You know, a guy that played almost everywhere at Clemson. You have him in a linebacker role, but you use him as more of a safety on this play, something that puts him on familiar ground. Keep everything in front of you, rally to the ball. They used it also against the Dallas Cowboys on a couple of occasions. This first example we're going to look at, this is a 3rd and 17 play that's, again, worked through the personnel. Hassan Reddick up here. Devon Kennard. Now he's in sort of that nose tackle technique. But remember, he's a linebacker. And you've got Gardeck here in this alignment. And then you've got Campbell here. You've got Hicks here. Once more, Simmons. He'll be your middle of the field runner. Once more, we're going to get sort of a Tampa 2 type of coverage. Goal here is to sort of use the athleticism up front, try to get a little pressure if you can, but if not, make it tough for the quarterback to find windows to throw. See, they drop into sort of this too high look. Safety tries to squeeze on this little 2-man flood concept, smash concept, if you want to call it that. Defender here in the flat kind of slips, otherwise this would be an even tougher throwing window. But you've got the numbers advantage now with athletic players, linebackers, and defensive backs. And you'll take that every day, especially on 3rd and long if you're Arizona. So that's another example of this 0-6-5 package in action. And they even used it on the interception that caused a little controversy because of a potential non-call. But we'll work through the personnel one more time. This is a 3rd and 6 situation. You've got Gardeck here in that alignment. You're going to have Hicks off the ball. You're going to have Campbell here. Now you've got Kennard right here. Hassan Reddick. And one more time, Isaiah Simmons outside. He's your sixth linebacker. Manned up, man coverage situation. We're going to get another cover one example here, and he's manned up on the tight end. A lot of people are, again, wondering how they're going to use Isaiah Simmons in the 0-6-5 package. He's been a part of that, and you can use him anywhere, middle of the field runner or out here in man coverage. They bring a little twist inside. They get some pressure, force a climb in the pocket, and the pass gets intercepted. And I know Cowboys fans are going to question what's going on right here. I get it. But we're talking about the 0-6-5, and we're talking about what's happening in the pocket here. You bring pressure with linebackers, athletic guys. Sometimes you can get home with that. Sometimes offensive linemen might have a little bit of a tougher time handling that. You see the pressure, forces Dalton to climb, and he makes a throw under a bit of a duress. You'll see it from the end zone angle here as well. The pressure up front, the twist. Pocket starts to collapse. Dalton does a pretty good job of evading and climbing, but he makes the mistake on the interception. Again, I know, potential pass interference. But this is an interesting personnel package because, as you can see from the first example here, use that radar alignment. Offense doesn't know who's coming or going. And you can use athleticism up front and quickness up front with stunts and twists to generate pressure. But in the back end, you've got 5 defensive backs, sometimes potentially a 6th in Isaiah Simmons. If you want to call him a defensive back for your purposes, that's fine. And he can sort of lock up tight ends in man coverage situations or be that middle of the field runner like we saw in some other examples. And so it's a really interesting, diverse defensive package that gives you, as a defensive coordinator, a lot of different ways to scheme things up on third and long situations and make sure you get off the field on third downs. A lot of credit to defensive coordinator Vance Joseph for dialing this up, finding ways to get guys, including Isaiah Simmons, on the field. Very curious to see, A, if Arizona continues to use this going forward, and B, how offenses start to adjust to this personnel. Do we see offenses try to run against this, try to do some draw type designs against this, or maybe some screen stuff to try to take advantage of the fact that you don't have defensive linemen, you don't have down linemen on the field? You can perhaps run against this, maybe get yourself into a favorable fourth down situation. So something curious to watch going forward for Arizona. Their 0-6-5 sub package on defense and how offenses might adjust.